Who'd have thought that in 2024, GameStop would be making a comeback and absolutely rallying in the face of Roaring Kitty coming back, I guess, being the main guy behind the rally before. And it's just all coming back yet again. Will it be as big as before? Who actually knows? But the stock itself surged over 90%, over 100% actually during this. And it was halted like 5 times on its way up. So obviously bringing into question, what's going on here. We playing weird games yet again. I do think it's just something that happens with these exchanges that when they have some sort of rules in place, when it goes too high, they try and balance the order book so they halt trading. And it goes the same way when it goes down. If it goes down too fast and the order books are out of balance, they halt it and try and balance the order book. So this time, I don't think there's anything crazy going on, but I also don't think that Robinhood stopped trading. So this is what people are showing for halting trading, right? But in Robinhood it says not Robinhood. So I wasn't buying or selling GameStop, so I don't know if you could still do it, but it seems like they have Robinhood didn't shut it down. So maybe in this case, Robinhood's trying to be better than they were last time, but nevertheless, the same thing happened. GameStop, surging, going absolutely crazy, and I guess that it's on the news that this guy right here, Roaring Kitty, came back. You see his last tweet, June 18th, 2021. And then this one is the one he tweeted now. A guy setting up this meme, classic meme here. And, who knows what it's trying to say. But people looked at this and said, oh my God, the guy's back. GameStop to the moon. And that actually ends up happening. But how much further will this go? Will it continue going? I think if it gets mainstream attention and people are starting to say, Wall Street's in trouble again, hedge funds are losing billions again on GameStop, the short sellers are going down, that could spark something to start up again doing this a second time. Just because people don't like the hedge funds in Wall Street, can't really blame them. And if they can try and make them hurt and make them lose billions of dollars, people are going to do that. And you can't blame them at all. And that's what's actually been happening too, because you see this move up here for this stuff saying, it went up. This was halted 5 times, 110% gain today. And the short sellers have lost about $1 billion. So if that catches steam, if people start to say these hedge funds are getting hurt again, the suits are getting hurt yet again, that I could see sparking it, having another run up, right? Having another parabolic move because people like to hurt those people. And again, don't blame them at all. But for Roaring Kitty, he's been on a little bit of a tweet storm, I guess. This is stuff he's been tweeting. This was like the main one people were tweeting earlier. He's just a black screen, and then it goes to some like Thanos thing saying I'll do it myself. He's been tweeting that. And then him some monitor thing here, I guess, and saying I think this is Wolverine. It has obviously the kitty thing, and you see Wolverine coming out and his claws, and he's back, and maybe these suits here that is saying in the suits are nervous. I don't know exactly a Marvel movie reference if that's the thing, but could easily be. That could be what's going on, like him saying, oh, I'm back, I'll do it myself, we're gonna pump this thing again. And some delusional people are even saying that they think AMC is gonna be the next stock. He's alluding to AMC going up again because these are Marvel movies and AMC does movies. But I think people are just reaching heavy. I think even with this GameStop stuff, people are reaching heavy. Ultimately, what will happen and happened in the past is, you can make hedge funds lose billions of dollars, do all this stuff, but ultimately they're not going to go anywhere. Wall Street still makes money because the options that are being traded, Wall Street makes money on. So it's really hard to actually, single out Wall Street and hurt Wall Street because they make money on everything that retail does in the stock market. So they've got the upper hand there. Also, maybe, you get a couple hedge funds that lose billions of dollars, but with the massive one, I think it was Citadel, right, that lost billions and billions. It was like tens of billions of dollars last time. They're still in business, and they had Robinhood turn off trading and stuff, maybe bailed them out, who knows, right? But they are still here. So does it actually work? What actually happens as a guarantee is people who are in early. So if we look at GameStop, we can see it's obviously this morning about $20, ran all the way up to $36. So if you were in during this time and sold during this time, or even still in now, it's still up, then you could be up some money. But ultimately, what's going to happen is what always happens is types of stuff is maybe it's early. Maybe this one is early, right? Maybe this is just the beginning and it goes to $100. Who knows? Maybe this is the end and this original 100% pump was the highest it's going to go and now it bleeds out because there's no steam behind it this time. Obviously, the economy, everything's not in the greatest spot. People don't have so much leftover money that like they did in 2020 with stimulus and everything. So the same circumstances aren't here. So can it be pumped as hard? I don't know. I don't think so. People just don't have the money now. So, instead of buying stocks, people are trying to buy food and figure that out. So this is what typically happens. Even if we look out, you can see even before it was a massive run and came all the way back down. Still would have been up all right. And you had a couple of chops here and more runs and stuff. But ultimately, the bleed out all the way bleeding back down. And now we have this pump here. But what basically happens is if you're in early, if you're lucky, then you could make some money. If you chase the trend, you're probably going to lose because you're probably going to buy in near these peaks where people are talking about it and where the FOMO is at the all-time high, and that's usually the highest it's going to go. And if you're seeing people going crazy over this already, then it's probably too late. There's probably, you're probably at a peak here. Again, do we know that for sure? No. No one can know for sure whether or not this is going any higher, whether or not GameStop's going to go back to $100, $200, whatever it went up to before. I think they did a stock split, so it'd need even more volume to be able to do the same thing it did before, and there's just not the money in the system. So even though Roaring Kitty, we can go back to his Twitter, he's got this meme, he's posting a bunch of different stuff, just videos, meme stuff going on, I guess trying to hype people up. I don't know. Maybe people looking at this and saying, oh my God, GameStop, it's going to go crazy. Very easily could. But also, most people are going to get wrecked from this, just like they did before. And you're not really pushing it on anybody because Wall Street makes money no matter what happens. So it would be interesting, though, to see if he's, trading off this. If he posted or if he bought a bunch of GameStop stock and then posted these memes on this posting spree. Did he kind of play the market thinking that the price is going to run up and people see him coming back? And the way he's playing it, like, I'm back, I'll do it myself. We're going to take down the hedgies. That'd be interesting, too, because he did go to court, I think, last time, right? And he said, I just really like the stock. And at that point, you could probably point to him saying, yeah, he did the research, looked at it, super overshorted, and just played that game and posted on Reddit. Who cares? But now he's such a big persona, and he can actually have some sort of control over there's a hype in the market that maybe if he bought shares and then tweeted out these memes and sold them, then might be looking at a different story where you can't just say I like the stock because you actively did something. But obviously we don't know that. That's just a speculation. Be crazy if it actually happened. Who knows, right? But at the end of the day, the GameStop saga continues. How much higher will it go? Is this the top and it's not going any higher? If it gets more mainstream attention, I think it could go even higher. But will we see another shutdown of just exchanges shutting down trading, turning off the buy button and only leaving the sell button yet again? If things get desperate, it would be crazy to see a complete replay of what happened before. That's gonna do it for this video. As always, do smash the button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.